So this is like my kind of like roller coaster of emotions. So before she did it, I felt okay with it. I was like, this is a business decision. This makes sense. Let's do it. Then she did it. I felt a little bit of like jealousy, a little bit of like, oh man, like, you know, I gotta fuck the shit out of my girl. I gotta make up for it. But then like within like 2 days, like after I talked about it on here, I felt fine about the fact that it happened. Although it was kind of overwhelming having like 10 million people calling me a fucking cuck on Twitter and stuff, which I don't find that to be the most offensive thing. Like a lot of people, they call you a cuck like they're calling you a fucking, you know, a rapist or whatever. Like it's like that's the insult right there. And they don't need to elaborate on it at all, when I know a ton of people who either let their girl do shit on camera or they swing. So basically they'll go to swinger parties, or they'll just like a couple will go out with another couple and then they trade at a certain point. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but that's how we like came upon this idea. Is at a certain point I was like, you know, she kind of asked me, like, would you ever do that? Like, would you ever do something? Like a
swinger party or something like
Probably
that?
not even a swinger party, to be real, because those people aren't tested, and me and her are in the business, so we got to be tested. But, like, the conversation, we did an interview with another couple, and it was kind of like, oh, would we ever do that? Would we ever do a thing where he fucks you and I fuck the girl and we're, like, side by side? Either we talked about doing it off camera and we talked about doing it on camera, right? So we had that conversation, but then it kind of became like, well, if we're going to, like, open our relationship up to the point where it's not the end of the world for her to sleep with another guy, we might as well roll it out in the way that's going to be the most viral, and that's what is currently going on.
I just found out what a cuck was this weekend. I had to look up the definition because it was everywhere. Like every time I looked up this shit, it was like
people hate cucks like they're fucking serial killers, bro,
like,
or
what
Nazis.
The fuck? Like, okay, you let your wife get brick. Like, what if that was a way of letting her get her lick back because you got caught cheating so many times? Like, you know what? Go get your rocks off.
And she did catch me cheating quite a few times back in the day, which I'm not thinking of this as reparations for that, but that is a plausible explanation.
You can like get your hilarious. What Future say? Go on, fuck the nigga, get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Out the rip.
But you know what? It's the fact that we're married. It's the fact that we just got married, because, yo, the video on my Twitter of me and her getting married, I think it might have had like 1 million or 2 views on Twitter.
Yeah.
It now has 60 million views.
Oh, shit.
So like this made the wedding so much more interesting to people.
That's crazy.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was really taken aback by all that.
That's crazy. So what I wanted to ask you out of the situation. So you said that you had the right to cancel it if you didn't like the feeling of the shit, right?
She told me up till the day before it, she said, if you feel uncomfortable with it, we don't
not
have
even
to do
cancel.
it.
You said that you was gonna let her do it once, and then if you have the call, if you don't want her fucking no more dudes, so what you gonna do? Is this gonna happen again?
I'm undecided. We're still having that conversation, because it's kind of weird, because any other scenes that she ever does with another dude, it's just going to be like way less hype. It'll probably be normal. At some point in the near future, it's going to be normal, right?
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that I definitely am going to do at some point is fuck her with another guy on
That's
Plug
what
Talk.
that was my next question.
That definitely is going to happen at a certain point.
My next question,
because
like, would you do the train thing?
not a train. We just going to, like, you know, double team her probably. Like, she's down, but it's also kind of a question of like, because this is the thing in porn, is that it's always like you do one thing and then you do the next thing, you do the next thing. And
but
so
definitely not one in the mouth, one down south. No.
One in the pussy, one in the mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
No, but not one in the ass, one in the pussy. I'm not trying to have my balls clapping against it.
That's borderline.
Somebody
right
just
there.
texted me
I
that.
thought that was you in the Lena video. Yeah, Jesus Christ. You're grimy.
You're grimy.
But like, I don't know. Like, definitely not trying to like do I'm not doing DP. I'm not gonna let my dick rub against another guy's dick inside her vagina.
Yeah.
That to me is something I couldn't do. And then like the vagina and the asshole at the same time, I don't really think that we need to do that. But definitely
you have to be humping him to do that.
Oh yeah, and the dudes who do it in the porn game, whenever I talk to them about it, they're all kind of like, "Yeah, I do it, but I don't like it." Like they all kind of like they don't like really want to talk about it. It's kind of weird.
Like
so yeah, I don't know. I mean,
because it's only a little piece of skin right there. Like I know that you can feel the pressure,
bro,
from Like, that's crazy.
And if it's gonna feel way better
When we was
because of
flipping
his
shit
dick.
back in the day, gang,
Bro.
just imagine a nigga trying to get up in that ass. While
Rick,
you
think about it. Think about
out,
it.
bro.
If there's a dick in the
Wait.
vagina and then you're fucking the ass, that dick being in the vagina is gonna make the ass way tighter because the whole section is
Yeah,
filled
that's
up.
what it's packed.
So it's like you're gonna be feeling the motherfucker's dick veins in there. To me, that's a little too gay. I don't think I gotta do
Dude,
that.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Especially if you come.
Yo,
Oh, you gonna come?
Yo, so if you ooze on each other, that's crazy. Let's go to another topic, man. That shit is crazy.
First,
DP's too much.
I was on
No, the
Clubhouse.
oozing.
Oozing is a lot. Oozing is crazy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ooze.
I
Do
was
you
on-
guys leave it in on pornos? Go ahead. Do y'all like bust? Do you cream pie or do you
Sometimes
got
we
money
got
shot out
we got a
of
lot of different routes to
Yeah.
finalize in the scene. You know,
Okay.
So I was on Clubhouse, right?
great way to begin any conversation.
These niggas couldn't even say the word. They was like, yo, this nigga's a cook hole.
Yeah, because
They didn't even know
to
what
the
it
hood,
was.
cuck is a brand new term that they're
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
just finding out
Yeah,
about
for
right
sure.
now. It's really only been like all up in pop culture for like a few years now that I've been hearing tons of people say it, because Destiny is another person who gets it like crazy, and nobody's even seen like his girl will fuck with other dudes like in her private life, and he'll fuck with other girls, right? And people are on him, calling him a cuck constantly, even though they've never seen any of this content.
So wait, Destiny's fucking guys and girls in a relationship?
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's
He always
what
tries to downplay his fucking of dudes. You know, he always tries to like not give any details about it. I'm not sure
Nobody
why.
play like that.
I feel like he's just like a hella low key gay dude.